Hello, Libra. It's umomgtarot, and this is your someone secretly talking about you tarot card reading. Let's have a look at the astrology reading cards, followed by the tarot cards. We're going to do a spread after the astrology reading cards and figure out what's going on. And yeah, you keep an eye out on this flame right here because, oof, if it's going in, it's going out. It might be aligned with one of your synchronicities. So let's get started with your first card. Right? Your first card is Aquarius. So some of you guys have Aquarius energy coming into the situation. This person talking about you may have a broad network. I'll give you that with this Aquarius energy. But the energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. Aquariuses are the rulers of the 12th or the 11th house. And so this is about networking. This is about people around you within your community and people that are like friends of friends as well. So just your network as a whole, your community. So it might be a broad thing that people are talking about, that, you know, an industry thing. People at church are talking about you. People in the family are talking about you. People in the family in a motherland are talking about you. It's just a community of people. All right? And then we have Scorpio energy, and the energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. This gives us a very strong and conservative type of opinion on you. So this person might be very controlling, or these people might feel like they have more of a say than they should. You know, when somebody is like trying to tell you what to do or try to guide your decisions to do what they would do or what is best for the reputation within a community. And it's not necessarily about you as an individual. It's about what people think, and, you know, people asserting their control over you and feeling like they need to be loyal or you need to be loyal to them. Other factors that just have nothing to do with you, but this is why they're talking. Feels like a strong hold on you. And then we have the Taurus energy, and this energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. It feels like one of those situations, or one of those phases of people that want you to keep things traditional, or somebody that wants you to do things by the book. Don't stray from the norm, don't do anything unique, because it's going to go out to everyone. The whole network's going to have it. But I feel like the unique energy that is brought to the equation is the energy that you carry, essentially. Because it's like, on the one hand, it's getting out there to the network, and Aquarius is all about that unique energy, right? You know, Aquarius energy. But it's that talking about it, discussing it with other people, and other people finding out, and, you know, having to wrangle opinions. And, you know, it's like, well, let's say one of your family members are in a political campaign race or something like that. They're not out here trying to have you, you know, doing all this stuff that strays from traditional beliefs, values, the norms, even though it's like cool. It's a risque thing. I feel like there's just a strongly opinionated person in your life, or people that they essentially want you to make some decisions that they would make, or that are best for everyone rather than specifically you. That's what it's feeling like. But let's refer to the Tattoo Tarot and see what comes out in the tarot spread. Alright, your first card is the Ace of Cups. So there's a newness that fills you with joy, that makes you feel happy, but you're being halted from getting to experience that new beginning in your emotional life. Like, this is like somebody, I just figured out I like roller skating, and then your family's totally against it. It's against our culture. It's against our everything. You can't do that. No. It's not met with excitement, right? But it's that type of sensation, not necessarily that, obviously. Then we have the Nine of Swords. There's anxiety up the wazoo. The anxiety that makes you overthink, and makes you tense up at night when you're supposed to be getting a rejuvenating slumber. This situation is carrying anxiety because there's a new situation happening, and I'm wondering if, I guess you're not able to fully embrace it. Then you have the Five of Wands, and the Five of Wands is about competition. So there might be just some jealousy involved here. That's kind of a why. Why would you care so much about what I'm doing? You know, and there might be some competitive energy, some people who are not only excuse me, are in competition with you. They may even just, like, they may not even be in competition with you and see it as a competition, you know, but there's competitive energy hovering around telling us why. Mans are talking about you, and I see it. Alright, so there may be secrets involved as well. We have the Moon card in the mix, and the Moon card does speak to just a distorted view of reality. It's full moon energy. It's Pisces energy. It's, you know, when you're deluded by your feelings, your perception is filtered through your feelings. And so I feel like this is what we're coming up with when it comes to talking about you. And then we have the Seven of Coins in reverse, giving us those slow progress is slow progress is a process. I don't know. But the Seven of Coins is speaking about, you know, your options and having things be fruitful and growing, but at the same time you're trying to figure out what you're going to do with this growth, how you're going to move forward. So I feel like, you know, it's kind of trying to want to move forward in spite of people talking about you. You're like, well, you know, it's family. I gotta, you know, I'm going to forgive them even though they're not sorry. Or I'm just going to ignore it. Or I'm going to, you know, that's how you deal with it. But let's look at the reading as a whole. So the Ace of Cups does tell us that you are excited. You were at least excited about some new beginning. And that hits you in either the spiritual front, the emotional front. It could be loving relationships. It could be just any relationship that you're excited about. A newness, feeling that is like, yes, let's do it. Let's start. Right? But I feel like that, you know, this card's in reverse. So I feel like that either was put the kibosh on, where they're like, nah, you're not doing that. You know, maybe you met somebody and you're like, ooh, this person's interesting. And then, you know, your network got involved and they're like, nah, you can't. That's the, what's his faces, that's the Montagues and we're the Capulets, so we're not doing that. Alright? So it could have something to do like that, the little talk, the little chatter after the fact. I feel like this new beginning, it makes you feel excited, but then it gives you anxiety. And a lot of people go through that when they're having a crush on someone and they're dealing with a lot of unknowns. Instead of enjoying the feeling of the newness or the, oh, I don't know, will they, won't they? I don't know. Oh, this is exciting. Instead of enjoying it, some people start to get stressed about it. And I feel like you guys may be feeling that way about someone because they might be the subject of controversy. If it's a new beginning when it comes to a relationship with someone else, you guys might be stressed out about it because it may not be the ideal person, or it might be a person that is the subject of controversy. And I think that's the case because we have a lot of stubborn and resistant energy towards this situation, and it's coming from people that are within your community, people that you love, care about, or at least you respect their opinions. So I feel like with this, there may be some, yes, anxiety, but it might be overthinking. That's coming from you. That's on you, okay? So you can control that, but I know it's hard. You obviously can't control all of your thoughts, but it would be nice. It would be nice if you could. We have the Five of Wands here, and the Five of Wands does speak to competitive energy between peers. So I feel like the anxiety that you may be getting from, and this is what people are talking about, by the way, it's the competition. You might have other people around you trying to get the same person or the same relationship or have the same thing as you, and they might be jealous. They might be, you know, trying to take it from you. Or you might just have that energy about you where you're like, oh, I know all these people around me, they don't necessarily want to see me win. You know, or they're always going to have something negative or pessimistic to say because they don't want me to be doing better than them, etc., etc. And I feel like you'll feel this energy in the words that people use and the things that they're talking about when it comes to you. The moon energy also does have this distorted perception of reality. You may feel like the person that's talking about you or the people, they're coming from a place of where they've had experiences and it didn't work out for them. And it's not coming from a place of wisdom. It's coming from a more fiery, envious place, like the wands, the sport of it all. Like maybe I just want to, you know, end your misery loves company, and maybe I want to end your excitement, but maybe I'm not even doing that intentionally. That's how I feel. That's what my views are because of my experiences. So you may have to take what people have to say for a grain of salt. They might be sincere and being like, hey, here are your warnings, but like, you know, with a grain of salt, because what you're growing, you really have to exhibit some critical thinking. Seven of Coins, when you're dealing with somebody, like let's say you just meet somebody and they are giving you all green flags, and then you meet somebody and you're like, oh, I met them like 3 years ago and they were kind of like da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and they were not that good. They were quite evil. I saw them punching a kitten. And you're like, oh my god, well, you're just jealous. I'm not telling you to do that. I'll tell you to be like, okay, well, I'll take it with a grain of salt. Let me see if, you know, when I'm at their place, I'll see if there are any documents hanging around that say restraining order from kittens. Or like, you know what I mean? Like if they're I'll take it into consideration. This person may have evolved, grown, but they may not have. So I'm not mad at you for telling me. Thank you for the intel. I feel like, you know, and you know, this person, it might come down to people being nosy, but it also might come down to people in your network knowing something that you don't know, and they're just trying to impart wisdom. Because, like, who knows? Like, there's some people that might not even do that because they know how it goes. Oh, she's excited about this person, or he's excited about this person. They don't want to hear anything negative, so I won't say anything. Because they're going to bite my head off. They're going to shoot the messenger. And, you know, again, take that into consideration. But I feel like, you know, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, Scorpio, yes, or a Taurus. This might be about a Pisces. And I think it's about your feelings, or your feelings for someone. I think that if their perception is not distorted because of their own experiences, they may be seeing that your perception might be distorted because of your feelings. But with the moon, I also feel like there are always secrets. There are always things that are misperceived, or there are things that are not fully unveiled yet. And I think that it's just one of those things where you need to take time in order to do a full evaluation and assess somebody. So moving too fast, check yourself before you wreck yourself, because you may be moving fast into heartbreak. You know, maybe just considering what other people have to say about this person if they are putting someone on blast that you just met. Just being like, okay, I'm not mad. No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm just gonna listen. Don't give them one of those, oh, you just wish you were happy like me. Don't do that. Don't do that. But if that is the case, like they seem just jealous and mean-spirited, I feel like you can sense that in their tone, and their perception of reality will be a little distorted in a negative way. So, you know, again, take into consideration. Alright, so that is your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Share the video, and if you like your own personal reading, please check out the description. There's a link to my website as well as a link to my Etsy shop. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.